Hey, welcome to this Field of Glory 2 gameplay video. If you love Field of Glory 2, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time for another game of Field of Glory 2 multiplayer versus my friend Richard Yorke. Today I'm playing early Imperial Romans against Nabataean, which is some kind of Arab list. So what do you say we take a look at the battlefield? Ooh. Well, he is going to have, oh, that rough ground. And plenty of rough ground and woods. He's going to have quite the advantage in lights. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to play a serious game where I avoid handing him a bunch of light troops for his skirmishers just to eat alive. We shall see. So I'm going to do what I normally do, and I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, and then I'll be back in just a moment. But hey, one last thing. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Hit that bell notification so you know when I've posted another video. And you know, liking the video is very easy. If you are watching and you're not liking, I don't understand. Go ahead, hit that like, share with your friends, and most especially, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Oh yeah, let's preview enemy options. Let's take a look. He gets some really good cavalry, some camelry that are bow armed, which is probably the most important thing, as long as I don't feed him cavalry. A bunch of light horse archers, a bunch of irregular foot, a bunch of massed archers, which if I just would be very surprised if he doesn't bring them. Some lights, some lights, some lights. All right, well, let's get it set up. Back in a moment. Well, okay, this has not been a very fun setup because, quite honestly, looking at the opposing army, I think I could eat this Roman army with it. I think I could, and that tells me that Richard can. So I have pretty much thrown away everything that isn't armored, with the exception of one hidden light cavalry unit, and then, well, these guys are armored, but arrows to tear them up. They've got to hide. These are fire brigades. These are not flanking movement. Run out and kill something. They're stem a hole, rush to a flank. Other than that, it's Roman legionaries. There's a warband there, which there's rough ground there, and some mediocre Roman legionaries, which is another way of saying average troops. Some auxilia on the flanks, and one light javelin cav hidden away. Maybe I can spring out into action and catch somebody. I don't know. I was trying to fill in points. Anyway, commands are pretty simple. There's the CNC. That sub-general's got a great command radius. That one not so much, there's his command. That one not so much, there's his command. What do you say we press the button and see if we get to see Richard's turn or not? Oh, nope, we're going to upload it to the server, so that takes care of that. So, turn one coming up, just a moment. Well, it started right up. I'm a little surprised about that, but okay, it started right up. I don't think he's coming to me. I think he's going to come out here and try to skirmish. We're just going to have to march. That's all there is to it. And yeah, okay. And here it's a little bit less. Is this all one command? Roman legionnaires. Right. The mediocre kind of guys. And here, Auxilia, Legionnaires. That's rough ground. Horse archers. And that was stupid. I think I just showed him something I didn't want to show him. Auxilia. Might as well get out there because I've already shown my butt. All right, you guys. For now. Yeah, this is, honestly, I think this is going to get us creamed. Massed archers, massed archers, massed archers. Irregular foot, irregular foot. He's just going to sit on his baseline and make me come to him, which is fine. I'll go. It's going to be a long haul and a lot of shooting. Can't let these guys pester me and slow me down. We just got to go. All right. I really hated bringing these guys along because they're the ones that are vulnerable, really vulnerable to this crap. We can push our way through there. I suspect there's irregular foot in here, which is what these guys are supposed to be pushing into those woods for. I think that's it, though, huh? Let's see. Yeah, that's that. All right, turn in a minute. Okay, here we go. And I was just sitting here thinking very deeply rather than talking. I just realized I'm doing a video. Maybe you should say something. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Maybe I should say something. What that is, honestly, I'm not sure, but we'll just keep piddling along. And okay, this is going to be really challenging. Really challenging. Really difficult. But right now, it is admittedly pretty straightforward. We just keep pushing forward. These guys can pester us. They might even hurt somebody. This guy will probably get scooped up. You know, this isn't going to worry me. We'll push him. Or he'll try to run. I don't know. Doesn't much matter. We're going to just keep going. What we might do is rough ground. Somewhere between here and there, this whole line may shift a bit that way to get these guys into that terrain. because he's going to have somebody in there. There's no question in my mind. I think we're done. Yes, we are. Okay, new turn real quick. Okay, here we go. This game has got me well and truly nervous. Oh no, light cavalry. Who could have figured? Doesn't matter, we have to push forward. These guys are a little scary. I don't know where his big cavalry is, but these guys have got me worried. All right. We must push on. And which makes for simple turns when you have a simple army with a simple but incredibly difficult and dangerous task, which is closing on mass bowmen. Yeah, that gets interesting real fast. And mediocre Romans. Light javelin horse. They go out there and just get devoured by that light horse. This horse is scarier though. Much scarier. In fact, it's scarier enough that I think I'm just going to run those guys over there to work with these guys, because if he's got any real sense about him, he will bring those guys over to play over here and shoot these guys up. That'll make them. That'll make those guys really. It'll be challenging. And I think that's that. Yeah, this is fixing to get serious. What does he have up in here? I'd be very surprised if there isn't substantial. In fact, we can take a look. Massed archers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He could have, I think, at least two medium foot there. I'm trying to remember the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And okay. I don't remember. I think it's 9 max for both of those, I think. So here, like 2 irregular foot and a massed archer, or he could have them split, and he might even have more than that. So those woods are bad news. Very bad news. And because he can skirmish me to death, I have to move. I don't have any option. I've got to go forward, or he'll just ping, 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 get a 2% lead, and call it a day, which is what I would do. So this auxilia over here is a big deal. I don't know if they can contain whatever's over there, but they can at least threaten it. And the same thing goes over here. These guys trying to watch that and this. I'm not sure what flank I'm more concerned about. All I know is I got to get in there. I got to get in there as fast as I can, and I got to hit these guys hard. Or I got to cross that dead ground, that or the ground, I shouldn't say dead ground, the ground of death. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 turns. 2 turns I'll be here. I'll be shocked if he doesn't take a step forward and start shooting then. And then we will be 1, 2, 3 turns away. It's going to be ugly. it's going to be ugly. He's going to shoot up a bunch of this front line. And then the question is, can the remainder engage him decisively and beat him down? If I had to bet right now, I'd bet on him. Okay, back in a moment. Well, okay, here we go. See what he has in store for us. So you're going to continue skirmishing, or is he going to? Yeah, he's popping. He's popping guys from in the woods. Those aren't the only guys in the woods. And here comes the cavalry. They're not particularly fast. And here's where we start pushing the skirmishers with the heavy infantry line. Yeah, I just don't think I'd be wasting javelins on those big units if I were you, my friend. It's unlikely to be decisive. Oh, I got to make a decision here. I'm half tempted, and I'm only half. You know, I think I'm outside of charge reach from those woods with this line, so that's not quite as scary as it might otherwise be. I think these guys are going to have to start pushing like that. So, okay, the auxilia now must begin the process of at least springing the trap here. It probably won't work out well for them, but it will. It will. It will take the sting out of guys jumping out of the woods, I hope. Those are archers. Well, they can't quite get turned. Okay, we try to screen this cavalry a little bit, give them a little relief. If he wants to spend his jabs beating on those guys, I'm just not going to argue with him. Oh, that wasn't good. You're supposed to advance when you do that. Man, you too. This is where skirmishers earn their keep. Yes, it is. This is where skirmishers earn their keep. That was well done on the part of his light infantry. He's got all this in a bit of confusion. I don't think it's not critical yet, but it's the kind of thing that messes up coordinated attacks. And God knows that that's something I like. These guys are worrisome. They're good bowmen, and they will melee well because they cause disruption on the cavalry. So we got to keep a pile of infantry screening these guys. These guys are a fire brigade at best. Going out there in among this with those guys is just throwing them away. So we keep them tucked in. Keep them tucked in with the main line. And really, here it is. What has he got stashed in here? He might have something there, but it's not as scary as this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got at least 3 turns to cross this ground. I'm going to be really tempted next round. Well, maybe not next round. I don't know. I'm going to be really tempted to turn and go this way for, kind of put a little jog in this to see if I can. I don't know. It might not be wise unless I can get turned back. I don't want to deal with guys tearing out of the woods with me facing at a diagonal. Cool game. It's fixing to get serious. All this skirmishing so far has been absolutely of no account. What's going to matter now is what happens in here, and can I deliver this payload of heavy infantry more or less intact into this mass of guys who in any straight up melee fight are going to be minced by these guys, but asking for that straight up fight given he's got real cavalry, which if I had to guess, he may have this cavalry over here. That'd be wild. In fact, at this point, I'm about half tempted as I think about this to stop the line and push and see how he reacts to my guys dressing the line here and there and these guys pushing the woods. See if we can preemptively spring any kind of track. Great game. It's wonderful to play against somebody as bright and aggressive as Richard. I enjoy it more than I know what to tell you. You want to play this game right, find a good friend, make a new friend, and get in here and play it. It's a hoot. All right, next turn, real soon. And we're off. Okay. Skirmish, 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 skirmish. Watch the camels. Watch the camels. You're really going to have a hard time hurting those units significantly, I'm afraid. It's just not... Just not what is on. Alright, so we begin over there. Now, why does that guy look different than the guy next to him? That's interesting. This unit's bigger. I don't think they've taken any damage. Well, they haven't. It's just bigger. Must be the difference between a core unit. Well, I don't think there are any auxiliary that are core units. Look at that. It's even... I don't know. I don't know why. There you go. It just is what it is. Okay, now... Open ground. I think we need to... Oh Lord, the cat's in front of me again. Ugh. Will you please sit, cat? I can't see a thing. Come on. Lord. He's a good old boy, but he is 20 pounds of monitor blocking fur. Okay. Okay, how do we deliver here? Well. Light javelin, light horse. We need to stay over here to deal with these guys. We can't play with that light horse. So, he can move up 2. He can move up 1. And we need to square these lines away. Either that, or if he goes there, he can't turn. I think he gets pinned up. No, he doesn't get pinned up. He just runs out of action points. Charge him. This guy's going to have a hard time catching up. Yeah, the lines are kind of messed up. Right. Only thing I'm worried about is cavalry in this wood right now. That's not the only thing I'm worried about, but if he goes all the way to there, that guy could end up there. He'll be out there hanging out just a little bit. Well, the decision is whether I try to dress these lines perfectly, which would leave this guy behind in a big way. He's the one that got slowed down last round. And we'll see if that does. Okay, that ran him off. That's all good. And really, that leaves. Oh, you too. And leave him alone. We're happy with that. And we start moving to mediums that way. Those are going to be vulnerable to that cav. We've got to be careful about that. Got to be very careful about that. And let's do that. Go over there and entertain that light cavalry. And I don't think there's much left to do. What? Somebody still has a move? Oh, he has a move. Oh, so these guys don't have a move. He has a move that I'm reluctant to take. All right, those guys are really the most vulnerable thing to the over here as far as arrows go. Anything else? Nobody to shoot. Nobody to do. We're just having a big old time. Now the question's going to be in the next round. And I think I just might take this line and go this way. Just a step. Just a step this way. Get me a little further away from that wood. That's a concern. Well, you know, we'll just see how this breaks, because these guys are going to sweep into the woods as fast as they can and run down that way. Yeah, and check them out. So, I think that's that. Back in a moment. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of Very Young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button and please share and comment. See you again soon.